In the last episode, we arrived in Aswan, boarded the Nile Story, visited the High Dam, Philae Temple, Abu Simbel, cruised Nile River, visited Komombo Temple, Edfu Temple, passed through the Dam of Lok, arrived in Luxor, experienced a sunrise in hot air balloon, visited Hatshepsut Temple, Valley of the Kings, Karnak Temple, and we headed to our hotel in Hurghada. The distance between Luxor and Hurghada is 316 kilometers, and the journey took about 4 hours. We are just arriving at our hotel in Hurghada called Golden Beach Hotel. I have to admit that in terms of comfort, it was completely different here than in other parts of Egypt that we visited. After a long day, we checked into our rooms and went to explore the resort. There are gardens all around, a water park, tennis courts, and a nice sandy beach where we were welcomed by the camel. You could see the animators all day long entertaining the people around. And finally, we jumped into the sea. The water was really warm and shallow, so it was no wonder that most guests preferred the cold water in the hotel pools. And here we have our first buffet dinner. Let's see what they have tonight. So many of salads, fruits, local specialties, all kinds of meat and side dishes. It was great. The next day, we booked a quad bike trip to a Bedouin village. We booked a private trip, so it was just the 4 of us and a guide. Okay, let's go. The Bedouin village is approximately 25 kilometers from Hurghada, but the starting point for quad bikes is somewhere in the middle. When we arrived, there were already a few groups of quad bikes there. It was really interesting to see how they live until today. You could also buy handmade souvenirs. Try riding a camel for a small fee, and the villagers can take some lovely photos with them. On the end, they offered us a small cup of tea, and we slowly prepared for the journey back. Once we arrived, we had a great time by the pool and also played mini golf. For dinner, you have several options at the resort where to go. There is a main restaurant, an Indian restaurant, a beer garden, and many others. And for example, tonight we are going to an Italian restaurant. Every evening there is a show in the theatre. Today, we will have a quick breakfast and go see wild dolphins in the sea. We boarded the boat and visited 2 different snorkeling spots. The first stop was about a 30-minute cruise. It was like jumping into a huge aquarium. In Hurghada, you can see a wide variety of colourful fish while snorkeling, including popular species like clownfish, butterfly fish, and angelfish. You might also encounter triggerfish, squirrelfish, pufferfish, moray eels, and many more. It was amazing, but we were really surprised by how many boats were in one place. We went a little deeper into the sea to start our second snorkeling. All the boats were moving in the same direction as us, and it felt like a dolphin chase. Now we are approaching a place called the Dolphin House. And look at that, the dolphins are here. Of course, everyone wanted to be in the water as soon as possible, so it was a bit chaotic. But don't worry, the dolphins are very playful and clearly enjoy the attention. They stayed with us for at least an hour, swimming around us. We absolutely loved it. After trying to keep up with the dolphins for a while, we were exhausted, so we eventually had to leave them. It was such a wonderful trip. We returned to our resort, and as you can see, you can also try kiting here. Although the resort is full of activities, luxury, food, and drinks, the days are quite similar. So let's skip to our last trip. For our last trip, we chose stargazing. We went deep into the desert, about 60 kilometers from Hurghada. Our group was full of nice people, and we had a lot of fun together. We arrived at a small village where we learned about their life and crafts. They offered us to taste their stone-baked bread, and after that, our guides served the dinner, which was actually brought with us in the large pots. As soon as the sun went down, we got ready to go stargazing. The telescope was really big and expensive, so we were looking forward to it. And this is what we could see. On the left is the Moon, then Saturn, Jupiter, and also Milky Way. We gazed at the stars and listened to the soulful songs of a Nubian people. Now, we head back to the hotel through the silent desert night, the echoes of their songs still with us. And that was our last adventure in Egypt. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.